This is Drew Cody Sports Talk. I am your host, Andrew Wright. Over here is my co-host, Cody Johnson. And Cody, I am very sorry. Last week I was on vacation, so I couldn't make it. And I had a lovely weekend. It was great.
Let's just get on with this. He saw the one. He went to Vegas, y'all.
Went to Vegas, and Michael Jackson won. Not like, Neo or
He
something.
couldn't take me. I'm only his co-host and his partner, whatever. He took his wife. Why would you?
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways, let's move on.
Anyway, a lot of things have happened over the past 2 weeks. We picked a few things that we really wanted to talk about, and so let's get to it.
All right.
So, Kyrie Irving, it comes out that he wants to be traded away from the Cavaliers.
Mm-hmm.
First, is this another KD Russell Westbrook situation with Kyrie and LeBron?
No, I don't think so. The only reason why is because I think they actually work better as a two, and I think my opinion on why I think Kyrie is just wanting to just move on is because he just wants to find a team where he's not under LeBron's shadow, because it is a large shadow that's cast over him, honestly, because it kind of is unsaid that Kyrie Irving is the one that kind of saved their championship, not this season, but last season when he hit the game winner basically over Steph Curry in Game 7. But yet LeBron James is going to be known as the one that brought the championship to Cleveland. I mean, even though they did come down from 3-1. Kyrie doesn't really make the Cavaliers better without LeBron. But LeBron can make the Cavaliers better without Kyrie. And I think that's what it boils down to, because honestly, with both KD and with Russell Westbrook, either one of them can make their team better. Kyrie just doesn't elevate that team, in my opinion. And also another thing, I just think that, I think what's going on with the front office and with LeBron James kind of not being so committed to the Cavaliers is a big question for Kyrie. Don't dance around it, just commit to it if you're going to do it, or say what you're going to mean. Don't just hide behind the shadows. Don't play this game. Just be upfront about it, because Kyrie's always upfront. He's never going to sugarcoat it for you. But in my opinion, I just think Kyrie is wanting to move on. He wants to see greener pastures somewhere else, and we'll never know what it's really like to play with LeBron. But I mean, heck, 7 straight NBA Finals can't be that bad. But that's why we sit here and don't play out there. So
yeah, I agree to a certain extent. I don't feel like it's just Kyrie wanting to go and do his own thing. Mm-hmm. I think that is part of it, that he wants to do his own thing. Mm-hmm. But to me, it's like, well, then why not stay in Cleveland?
Right.
And I know everyone wants to make the argument, well, this year they didn't have draft picks. This year it's an old roster. The only young guys you had on the team were LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Love, know? And they're not that young. I mean, Kyrie's the youngest.
Right.
To me, it still doesn't make sense why he wants to leave, because if you hear that LeBron James is going to LA, mm-hmm. and if that's a reason why you're leaving, then why not stay in Cleveland and build your team?
Right.
So that's why, to me, I know everyone wants to go, well, with Kyrie gone, LeBron's definitely going to leave. Mm-hmm. And I still kind of feel like if Kyrie really wanted his own team, he mm-hmm. would stay in Cleveland. And
okay.
So to me, there's either LeBron and Kyrie are not as good as friends as we thought, mm-hmm. or to me, it's that Kyrie just wants to build his own team and LeBron is staying. Okay. So that's kind of what I see it as, mm-hmm.
Because
in Cleveland, you would be the guy. When LeBron left, he's gone. He's not going to come back to Cleveland.
Right.
He's getting towards the end of his career.
Yeah.
So I feel like you could build something in Cleveland. You could get what you want because you've been there mm-hmm. since you were drafted. So to me, I feel like you could have as much power as LeBron has with Cleveland. Mm-hmm. The Kyrie would inherit that basically, and he would now have all that power.
Okay.
And so I feel like if you want to build your own team, then you would stay in Cleveland. Now, I don't know. I can be honest with you. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why he wants to go. Mm-hmm. But all we know is that he requested a trade.
Right.
But I just feel like if you're Kyrie Irving, what team are you going to go that's going to be better than what you have? You're not going to have power when you go to New York.
Right.
You're not going to have power when you go to Miami, because we all know why LeBron left eventually.
Right.
And Dwayne Wade, for that matter, who was there his whole career.
Right.
with Boston, you're not going to be the focal point.
And they're not, honestly, the Cavaliers aren't going to trade him to their Eastern Conference competitor to make them better. They're not.
But I'm just bringing up all the, with the Suns, you might get a little power there, but they're building something, and if you're not going to be on board with it, then they're not even going to want you.
And I think, honestly, the true question is, it's not that where do you want to go, it's what do you want? Do you want to win, or do you just want a place where you can just play and earn money? Because, honestly, right now, I 100% agree with you that LeBron James, when he gets you to the finals, that's your winning ticket, so why not just stick around with that? Because if he does leave, which I honestly still think that he's leaving regardless, then yeah, you're going to inherit a team that's borderline the same, but maybe that's also the problem. It's borderline the same. It's older. Now you lost the best player, and before LeBron got there, you couldn't do anything, and nor did the front office do anything to help you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think what the problem is he just wants a new front office. He wants a new owner. He wants new sort of light in a sense, because he probably already knows that LeBron James is leaving. Or if he's not leaving, LeBron isn't going to get players on the team that Kyrie believes maybe that it should be better. Like maybe Kyrie didn't want De'Aaron Williams because they didn't need an extra point guard. Maybe they needed another person to kind of help out Tristan Thompson when he gets in foul trouble, let's say. Maybe some scenarios like that. So we don't know, but more of the question should be is, Kyrie, what do you want? Do you want to be in the finals, almost guaranteed? Then stick to LeBron. Or do you just want to get paid? And if that's the sense, play your cards right. Go to someone that'll own your bird rights, because once your contract runs out, because you have 2 years left, they can sign you for max dollars, and you don't have to stay with Cleveland.
Yeah.
So you just have to figure out what you want, but we don't know what he wants. It's just from the reports that we're seeing here, maybe he got upset because his name was being floated out there to get Jimmy Butler or Paul George, or maybe he's just tired of what it's like in Cleveland. So,
yeah, I'm still on the side of, if you're Kyrie, just stay in Cleveland. I mean, if you think that LeBron's leaving, you already have a good setup there. The fans love you. Just stay there. But I get what you're saying about the ownership, about the front office. Not too many people have been a big fan of Dan Gilbert lately.
No.
So that could be a very highly possibility.
Right.
I guess we just won't know until maybe he's traded, or until he decides that he wants to. Because honestly, it makes me wonder, like, he won't come out, and he's not defending himself, he's not saying anything. I mean, he's just staying quiet. He's not saying anything. And to me, that's kind of weird for a player who's, watching, like, ESPN or something, where they're making it out to, like, Kyrie wants nothing to do with Cleveland. If that were the truth, you'd be out there saying, yeah, I want out. I can't stand this.
But what's hard is that Cleveland has all the leverage and all the power in a sense, because he's still under contract for 2 years, and honestly, there's no way that someone like that can force his way to get traded on the time that he wants. And the reason why I say that is because even if he does get traded, you don't want to upset management and get sent to, like, Indiana Pacers for nothing, you know what I mean? And then now you're just in no man's land for a while. So it just depends. Maybe it's just the rep and the way he wants to play his cards, and I don't know, maybe it's not as volatile as all the reports say, but obviously it's not good, because can you imagine if training camp opens from them later on in the year, and then this hasn't really been cleared up, and now they have to play together? That's going to be super awkward. So we'll see.
You know what? And it might actually turn out to be a good thing for the Cavaliers. If you trade them away, you're going to get a few draft picks at least.
Yeah.
So you're going to have some young guys coming in, so you might have some good young talent.
Right.
If LeBron stays, you might have something there with a young player, and LeBron kind of hands the torch over to the younger player.
Yeah.
I mean, you might have a case like that. Or at the very least, LeBron and Kyrie go, you're rebuilding, you can pull a Philadelphia 76ers. Who knows? Yeah,
it'll be a really long process, but trust it.
All right, guys, thank you for watching our videos. Please follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. It is Drew Code Sports Talk. And also subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch our videos, which is also Drew Code Sports Talk. Thank you.